All right, hey guys, so I'm gonna have a look at this Bitcoin chart, right? Because I haven't looked at it for a while. So here we go. I got my drawing on. I got the chart on right now, and we had this massive move up, and we had the massive move down here, and now we've been going sideways for ages at around this 30 to 40 mark, and let's see what do we think is going to happen, right? Just a quick recap. So I put my drawings back on. So you can see here there's a trend line over here, which was basically acting as a support of this massive head and shoulders. And if you know about head and shoulders are reversal patterns. So basically it's going up. You got higher highs, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. And then what happens is you get a lower low, lower high, and lower low. So you're basically changing a trend from uptrend to downtrend, and that's why we got a massive follow through here as we broke this trend line here. And we've been, we went basically, 460% just this in 2020, right? It was a short time. It was 250 days, right? So in less than a year, you went up more than 400%, almost 500%. So we were due for a crash here. So when we crashed here, basically we had a huge crash, right? It was 50%, and since then we've been going sideways. We've been going down, we've gone up, we've been faking out to the upside, we've been faking out to the downside, we've been going sideways. But now the key thing that I'm seeing right now is that Bitcoin has formed this falling wedge here, right? You can sort of draw this falling wedge. We didn't touch this one here, but we formed this falling wedge and we broke out. So this is very interesting breakout, right? We had the breakout here, and also the very important one for me here is that Rsi trend line over here. If you can see, I'm gonna just make it a bit bigger. You can see here this trend line has been active for 195 days, almost 200 days, and we finally broke out of it. So this is basically showing us change of behavior. Before it's been always rejected, it's been rejected, but now we're breaking out. Not only that, we also form this triple bottom on the RSI as well. You can see here, bottom, 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 triple bottom, and then break out to the upside. So basically that's it's time to pay attention from my point of view. It's time to pay attention because this is a big breakout. It's also lined up at the same time breakout out of this wedge, and the other big thing is that this support here has held, right? This support has held, which was also a long-term support of 200-day support. And this support is important. Why? Because that's when we broke out from the previous all-time high. We broke out of the previous all-time high over here at 20K, and then we basically went up, and that was our first consolidation, like first sizable consolidation here, which basically said, look, all those people that bought on the 20K, they're not letting the price go down back to 20K and below, because there's big money in this. There's enough support of people buying above 20K to show that we're bullish here. We're not coming back to 20K. And then once again we came back and retested this zone, retested the zone. Honestly, I was thinking that we're gonna break it here, but since we held this one last time and we're now breaking out of this falling wedge, and we're breaking out of this downtrend line on the RSI, I'm now more, the odds have shifted and the odds are now more bullish than bearish. So I'm expecting us to go back and test this 40K area here at the least, right? but I think we're gonna keep going up. I think we're gonna keep going up, and by the end of this year, I think we have a chance. With 2022, we're gonna reach all-time high again of 60K on BTC, right? Right. So also, what I want to show you is that I've posted something on February 27, right? February 27, which was January, February, around here. 27, around here. I've said, look, we're likely consolidating here, and we're gonna drop down. So you can see over here, that's about February 27. When we dropped, I thought we were gonna form some sort of a triangle, and then break down, and that's gonna be my buy zone. So let's load it up, right? Let's load it. This is from February 27. Look, the funny thing is that we didn't do what I predicted to form a triangle. We actually broke out of it, and we did more consolidating at the top, and then we broke down. We formed a different structure and broke down. But the funny thing is that my buy zone is pretty much exactly where I wanted to buy, and right now that's where we are, right? So yeah, very good. That's very good, right? It's very good prediction. So that's pretty much all I wanted to say. The other thing, yeah, I'm gonna say is that, right, there's a lot of resistance up above. All these people that bought here, which basically, you know, if you bought anywhere from here onwards, you know, for the last 150 days, if they were buying, they're most likely underwater. So there's going to be a lot of back holders that want to get out, just break even. So there's a lot of resistance up above us, right? There's a lot of people that are going to be selling. They're going to be getting out because they got in up the top here, and now they just want to get their money back, right? That's how support and resistance works, right? So there's going to be, once we reach this area here, there's going to be back holders. Once we're going to reach this area here, there's going to be people selling over here as well. There's a lot of resistance up top, basically. So it's not going to be a smooth ride, you know. It's going to be slow grind up. And what we like to call, sometimes some people like to call it climbing the wall of worry. You know, everybody's going to be worried, thinking that we're not going up, but you know, the likelihood we're going up. Basically, it's very easy, right? It's very easy. So we are bullish as long as we hold the 30K level, right? About 30K level here. If we hold it, we're bullish. My plan is basically, well, I got a lot of Bitcoin and Ethereum already. My plan is to just hold it at all-time high, but I might buy some more if we come back down here and we start setting up a daily high low, especially if we retest this trend line in the next day or two. Trend line, I might buy some for, if I'm awake or whatnot, to get some upside here, and maybe sell at 40K, maybe sell over here a little bit just to de-risk. Can sell a bit over here. The other way of looking at it, maybe you can do a bit of a fib levels, and it's about 50% level here. This is the golden pocket, 0618 fibs. So you know, it might be not a bad idea to sell, because we might just double top and come back down. You know, you have to protect your money as a trader, right? I will protect my money as a trader, but as an investor in Bitcoin, I'm holding, right? I got two different piles of investment, trading and investment, right? All right, so that's what we have there. Just quick look at Ethereum. We had a similar thing. We had this trend line which we broke out of. We have a triple bottom here, bottom, 2, 3, right? Triple bottom, boom, break. Look at this nice volume here. Let's look at the BTC volume. It's a bit, see this breakout volume. This is the Elon Musk candle, right? When we had the big conference with Elon Musk, Jack Dorsey, and what's her name, the ARK CEO, that lady. So they're really bullish. They said they're very bullish on Bitcoin long term. They you know, expect it to go up. They expect it to be used. They expected adoption to continue growing. So we had a bit of a volume injection, but what we really want is we want more volume, to be honest. We want more volume. We want bulls to show the bears that they mean business, right? Right now the volume is not that big. We just have this candle. If we had a bigger candle, it would be much better, right? So back to Ethereum. So as I said, we broke out of this what is it, like it's more of a triangle, right? It's a descending triangle, but we broke up to the upside, which is you know, obviously it happened, so that's good. And looking at the RSI here, we kind of since the big fall of the price over here, right? We had this big fall. We haven't been able to go above around this like 50 area, 50 to 52, 55 area, and we've been bouncing between this area basically. So what bulls want? The bulls want to come up here, come above to like 60 or so, and then come back, retest this area, and keep going up on the RSI to show some strength, right? To show some strength. Look, we're pumping up a little bit. We're pumping up tiny bit here. And well, there is a weekly 21 EMA here, this light blue line over here, and we are kind of testing it right now on the weekly. This is the weekly, right? This is the chart is daily, but I've put this down as a weekly indicator. Actually, what I well, let's so that's what I wanted to say about Ethereum, right? Let's go back to Bitcoin. I forgot to show you the monthly chart. So the monthly chart also looks pretty good, because look at these 3 long wicks here. 3 long wicks showing that the bears are getting rejected from the downside. They try to push down, they push back up. They try to push down, they push back up. You know, if we get, there's still 7 days left in this candle. If we do close this candle and we are like green or like more higher, that would look much better, right? It would look much better than red, but still good. Same thing on the weekly. If we have a look on the weekly, we have these wicks coming down and they're getting rejected. And this weekly candle might look pretty good. It's going to close in 1 day, 14 hours. If we close, you know, up the top here, it would be very good. It would look very good if we closed up, you know, even higher, like 36k or something like that. So yeah, I mean, it's my odds right now are that we're not gonna break the 30k. We're not gonna come down to this area here, which was my buy huge. If we get here, area over here, that was my buy huge, and honestly I thought it was gonna break down, but since it didn't break down, the odds of it breaking down now go much lower. As long as we don't come and retest it again. If we start testing this area again, then especially if we get a big red volume coming in the next couple days, and we start retesting this again, then yeah, okay, we can break down, you know. But if we don't break down, if we, you know, if we keep going up, we keep going up, right? But basically, you know, the odds are in favor of the bulls, in my opinion, right now. The sentiment, just thinking about the sentiment on Twitter and all that, there's just people that are kind of, you know, nobody's sure exactly where it's gonna go. So that's why I think we're gonna go slowly up. You know, everyone's still gonna be worried about that we're gonna come down, that we're gonna come down and maybe fill up this gap over here from the CMEs. Everyone's gonna want that to come down. Everyone's gonna want to come down and fill this golden ratio over here from all the way 4k bottom if we do Fibonacci extensions. But what might happen is the bulls might just keep climbing the wall of worry like really slowly, setting high lows, lower highs, and by my prediction, by the end of the year or around there, we probably hit around 60K, right? So yeah, that would be spectacular. The other thing that's doing well is if we look at S&P 500. S&P 500 today is Saturday, 24th of July, right? And we basically closed at all-time high on Friday, right? We closed at all-time high, so that gives confidence to the Bitcoin people. We are at a danger of forming a bearish divergence going forward, but we've consolidated 3.65% here. S&P 500 held this previous resistance, now turned support area. We bounced right off it on the wick here, boom, and we went straight up again. Everybody expects the money printing to continue. The Federal Reserve cannot allow, they absolutely cannot allow for the market to collapse. It's just, they will print money until there is no end. So that's pretty much it. That's all I wanted to talk about. So what I would suggest is, if you're not a trader like me, and you're basically, it's not your job, then just buy a little bit. I already say to my friends, to everyone, to start buying like each 2 weeks, each 1 month. Just allocate a little bit of money and buy. And eventually we're gonna go to all-time high. I believe we're gonna go to all-time high probably next year, especially in Ethereum. I'm an Ethereum maxi. I'm not a maxi, but I believe in Ethereum much more than Bitcoin. It's got much more utility. It's got DeFi. It's got gaming. It's got unlimited amount of applications that can happen on Ethereum. There are a couple of competitors, but they're nowhere near the development that Ethereum has had. So the other thing is we gotta pump Dogecoin here, right? Let's go Dogecoin. Elon Musk no longer doesn't any longer affected that much. He's a RSI kind of thing. It's going to test this RSI here. Breakup was good. So yeah, that's it. I think that's it, right? That's all I wanted to say. So let me know if you have any questions, right?